My guest is CEO Alan Clark of Homestay.com. He brings a decade of e-commerce management and experience for both listed and privately held technology companies. Prior to Homestay.com, he was head of games at online gaming company PaddyPower.com in Dublin. And he comes to us from Dublin today, and we're talking about his company, Homestay, that's been around for as you heard, for several years now. And it's not unlike Airbnb, but it's tremendous frequency of people trying to go from one place to the other, and instead of staying in a typical hotel, they stay in as a homestay guest. Now, what is a typical homestay guest? Who is it? Who is a typical person that you're entertaining?
Sure. I think one of the most interesting characteristics is that we've processed close to 1 million bed nights thus far, and 80% of our traveling guests are solo travelers. So we think that if you think about the local experience that you can get if you travel with your friends, typically the experiences you take are with your friends or family. But if you're traveling solo, I think the homestay option is a great way to stay, because you enrich your experience through the people you stay with. So I think that's one interesting characteristic. I think another is, you mentioned at the top of your show, the millennial segment.
Yes.
What's super interesting is, the millennial segment is an important segment for us, but 50% of our leisure travel guests are outside the millennial segment, because I think there's a macro trend in the travel space seeking experience-based travel. So it really touches a lot of demographics.
So baby boomers are as likely to be one of your guests as is a millennial. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, for people who travel for leisure reasons, sure.
Yeah.
We have a large volume of people who travel for education reasons, and they're much more in the millennial segment. But I think the baby boomer segment, many have stayed in every type of accommodation, from, a hotel to a hostel to like I've done a tent in Mongolia, and a homestay is another option that's available to them, and I think for given types of trips, it appeals.